In a village nestled between rolling green hills, there lived a weaver named Alara. His hands, though calloused from years of labor, moved with a dancer's grace across his loom. He didn't just weave thread, he wove stories, dreams, and the very essence of the world around him. He wove the deep green of the forest after a rain, the fiery blush of a sunrise, and the quiet silver of a moonlit stream. His cloths were not mere garments. They were windows into the soul of the earth, and people traveled from far and wide just to gaze upon their beauty. One day, as Alara worked, a shadow fell over his loom. He looked up to see a woman of breathtaking beauty, her gown shimmering like the twilight sky, her eyes holding the depths of 1,000 star-filled nights. It was the Sky Queen, drawn down from her celestial palace by the rumors of his extraordinary talent. She ran a hand over his latest creation, a tapestry depicting the golden hour, and her voice was like the chime of distant bells. She said, "Your work is beautiful, mortal. I have never seen anything like it on earth or in the heavens." Alara, humbled and awestruck, could only bow his head in thanks. The Sky Queen smiled, a smile that could outshine the moon. "I have a request for you, weaver. I want you to weave me a new gown. I want you to capture the light of the stars themselves. Weave me the cold fire of a distant sun, the soft glow of the Milky Way, and the fleeting sparkle of a shooting star. Do this for me, and you shall be rewarded beyond your wildest dreams." Alara's heart pounded in his chest. To weave the stars. It was an impossible, audacious idea, but the challenge ignited a fire within him, the same fire that drove him to create. He agreed, and the Sky Queen vanished as silently as she had appeared. 4 weeks, Alara was consumed. He studied the night sky, his heart aching with the beauty of it all. He tried countless thread, silver, silk, even strands of glass, but none could capture the true, living light of the stars. His workshop filled with failed attempts, beautiful in their own right, but they were just reflections, not the real thing. He grew gaunt and pale, his hands trembling with exhaustion. His friends and family pleaded with him to stop, to rest, but he was obsessed. The Sky Queen's request had become his life's singular purpose. He realized that to weave the light of the stars, he couldn't just use thread. He needed something more. He needed a piece of the sky itself. One night, under a canopy of 1,000,000 glittering diamonds, Alara made a choice. He climbed to the highest peak of the tallest mountain, his loom strapped to his back. As he set it up, he felt a profound connection to the cosmos, as if the universe was breathing with him. He began to weave, but this chimi he used no thread. Instead, he wove with his memories the warmth of his mother's hug, the joy of his first love's laughter, the sorrow of a friend's departure. He wove his passions, his fears, his hopes, and his regrets. With each pass of the shuttle, a piece of his own life, his own soul, was transferred into the cloth. The tapestry began to glow, not with reflected light, but with an inner luminance. It pulsed with the quiet, steady rhythm of a heartbeat. Stars suddenly appeared on the cloth, constellations began to form, and nebulae swirled in colors no mortal eye could ever replicate. Hiradan, he had woven the light of the stars, but the cost was immense. As the final thread of his being was woven in, Alara collapsed, his body fading like a morning mist. The Sky Queen appeared, her eyes wide with wonder as she beheld the cloth. It was more magnificent than she could have ever imagined. It was alive. She reached out to touch it, and as she did, she felt everything Alara had been: his love, his sacrifice, his boundless creativity. For the first time, the immortal queen felt a pang of human emotion, a deep and aching sadness. She took the tapestry and wrapped it around herself. It became her new gown, a constant, shimmering reminder of the humble weaver who had given his everything for his art. And every night, when you look up at the sky, you might notice that some stars' particulars a little brighter, a little warmer. That is Alara's legacy, a story of creation and sacrifice, woven into the very fabric of the cosmos, reminding us that the greatest art often requires the greatest love. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, or follow Storycoast, and also share. See you next time.